welcome to the Go Legal Yourself podcast. This show is about knowing the legal life cycle of your business. Welcome to the Go Legal Yourself podcast, episode 3, title, Why Create an Entity? I'm your host, Kelly Bagla, Queen of Business Law. Today, we are going to talk about a very important topic. It's about whether you get to keep or lose your knickers.
I want to keep my knickers.
Well, hello, Moo. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Fantastic. I am really excited about bringing this particular topic, and I know our listeners are listening attentively because I'm sure they want to keep their knickers too.
I'm pretty sure.
So why is this topic so important? Creating an entity can be the difference between you keeping your personal assets or you losing your personal assets. And what do I mean by that? If anyone is going to go into business, it's extremely important for you to make sure that you actually incorporate your business. There are multiple different ways to incorporate your business. And I do believe I touch upon this extremely deeply, and I do explain the different types of incorporations in my book, don't I, Moo?
Yes, you do.
Chapter 1, Go Legal Yourself. It lays out the differences between what an entity is, why you need an entity, and what type of entity is right for you. Yes, you heard me correctly. There are multiple different entities. Depending on the business that you're in, depending on what your big goal is, you need to make sure you pick the right entity. Let's go back to losing your knickers and how easy it can be.
You like to do that, don't you?
I do. Why? Because people actually pay attention. They do. I'm sure they want to keep their knickers too.
I believe they do. I was just wondering if you could explain a little bit more about what an entity is and maybe give like a couple of like highlights of the different entities that there are and what the difference is.
An entity is when you actually form a type of business. And what I mean by form is when you incorporate your business with the state that you are actually doing business in. So there are multiple types of businesses, or entities, should I say. We have limited liability companies, also known as LLCs, and then you have your regular C corporations. And the most popular ones for small business owners is the S corporations.
Okay. So what's the difference between how do you know which section you're in, what entity you should be?
That's going to be a longer conversation. And knowing what type of business you're in, that would be the start of how we can make sure and break it down to what type of entity you would really work for you. Again, this is broken down in my book, Go Legal Yourself. But what I will say is that why is it important to incorporate yourself? When you go into business and you mess up, you will get sued, especially in the great state of California. When you get sued, the creditors are going to come after you personally, which means you have a home, you have cars, you have bank accounts, you might even have children's college funds. I'm sure you're setting that up right now, Mo.
Absolutely.
So do you want all of that lost just because you didn't have the right entity incorporated?
Absolutely not.
Could you imagine the nightmare? Oh my God.
No.
And this is true as well. What's the difference between a leech and a lawyer?
I have no idea.
The leech actually stops sucking your blood after you're dead. And lawyers don't. So they will come after your state.
Oh,
so please make sure if you're going to go into business, make sure you incorporate first.
Okay.
That way you actually get to enjoy your business and you get to keep your knickers.
We all want to keep our knickers.
Yes, we do. And for more information on keeping your knickers, please visit my website, which is
www.baglalaw.com.
I have prepared simple guides for you to download absolutely free, and you can gain more information on how to keep your knickers. And also, please do interact with us on social media with Go Legal Yourself, and do visit us at our website. We are also interested in hearing back from you, so leave us some comments and questions, and even some topics you'd like for me to talk about. Remember, make today the day you go legal yourself. I am Kelly Bagla, the Queen of Business Law. It has been a pleasure being your host today. Until next time, cheers to your success.